welcome to Scaredycast. Oh boy,
Boy.
we got an episode for you. First off, let's get the plugs out of the way. April 4th, Majestic Theater. We're going to be screening Here for Blood. Pro wrestler turned babysitter fights off masked
Pro wrestler
invaders.
turned babysitter.
It's also a perfect way to kick off WrestleMania weekend. So if you're looking forward to WrestleMania weekend, it's a great way to start things up. And then June 15th, we're going to be at the Ghostlight Theater.
Oh, I love the Ghost.
For a little live show
With
our good friend Nathan Bates.
my favorite spice.
What do we got for this week's episode here, guys? What's up? I got some movies to talk about.
I have a movie to talk about.
We can talk about movies right off the bat. We got
Man.
some news. We got some creeps.
Let's save the movies for the end.
We got some aliens.
From the tippy, let's start with Kelsey.
Kelsey, you're on the spot.
Which one are you taking?
Who we got?
You want aliens?
Yeah, I'm gonna do aliens.
Here we go. Alien news.
Alien news.
Aliens. Aliens. We don't need to do this because we got mangy bugs.
Yeah, we'll play this after.
Hey,
Play this after Mangy Book. Can you do that?
yeah.
Okay.
Mangy Bugs is a new album coming out. Everybody get ready for that shit.
Dude, and they just released new art for their t-shirt. Looks. If I had the money, I would freaking buy it.
And you guys don't know who Mangy Bones is. They do our music.
They're the official band of Scaredycast.
The official band of Scaredycast. They got a new album coming out. They already got music out on Spotify, and it's amazing music.
It is.
Yeah.
It's.
They're awesome.
Then they're like the sweetest people, and they're also like really cool, and they're doing different shit. If you like different shit, check them out. Guarantee you'll be like, huh, I've never heard stuff like this before, really.
Bang.
That's it.
Take it away, Kelsey.
Major Balls, love you.
I've really heard about something like this before.
I've never heard music like that.
I can't wait till they tour to Arizona.
And then I can give them a kiss on their hot mouth. I'm going to go, I'm going to lay one on them. Major
that
Bones,
Mangy Bones?
thank you for everything you do for us. Just like that.
Just like that.
Just like that. Alien news.
Alien news. According to a couple filmmakers, Serena DC and Michael Mazzola, they told the U.S. Sun, which is now in the New York Post. This is where I'm reading this, so take it for what you will. They claim that they have a new set of alien mummies from Peru that they are doing a film on that supposedly there is DNA evidence that they are real. So they are definitely like weird 3-finger, tiny little things. These are different than the aliens from the region, supposed aliens that made headlines last year.
Right.
But according to them, these are real and there is DNA evidence. So they are 4-foot tall figures that the duo claims x-rays and examinations show that they are not fake. And while they might not be extraterrestrials,
Okay.
here's where we go. They could be evidence of a new species affected by genetic manipulation.
Interesting. I wonder why they go to that.
And like this picture doesn't really make them look like 4 feet tall. They look very small.
Is it like a little mummy?
Yeah, it's like a little mummified thing that's like kind of
4 feet
from.
tall.
You think so? But look how tiny it is. Like
There's
sitting.
like a civilization of different species of people that live somewhere on Earth.
Oh, yeah.
Jungle somewhere.
Dude, New Guinea. You always have like the tiny, or like the pygmies, you know, like there's a lot of different, you know, the tribe that is still
Sentinel Island.
yeah. There's still people that are undiscovered and they've only like seen them with like a drone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're like, oh, there's people on this island. Like what? Like indigenous tribes and stuff? Oh, absolutely.
And it's crazy to think that there's like people that live in this world somewhere that have never seen technology.
A light bulb.
Yeah. Well, it's like that. Yeah. It's
Like if you went there and just like turn on your lighter, they would be like, well, fucking what?
Yeah, they would be like, you have got to die.
Yeah.
you're done.
You'd be dead before you got to the island.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just like a blow dart. Right.
Well, there is a bunch of people that like try to go to this island where everyone's like, don't go there, they'll kill you. And yeah, like
and
they get killed.
They got.
So this is the X-ray of the fingers, and so for anyone that can't really see, they're like long curled 3 fingers.
Almost like talons.
Yeah, yeah, because they get almost like they almost look like a lizard talon kind
Or, you know what? You know those like little gibbons, those little forest, little cute things, but they have the really long, stretchy fingers that they like stick in the little tree holes and pull grubs out. Mm-hmm. That's what, you know, the little cute guys with the giant eyes. They have those really long, bony fingers to like dig out
Like
grubs out of crevices. Yeah, yeah, that's what it kind of looks like.
It does look like that. So according to these filmmakers, they're alien mummies found in Peru, brought to Mexico. According to them, there is 30% unidentified DNA.
This is different from the
ones that the Mexican government said were fake. So these are different, supposedly, according to, and that's what they're researching and that they're trying to dive in to see more. But I mean, the greater scientific community is saying that they're fake and all this stuff. But these filmmakers are trying to dive into it and trying to prove that they're real.
Okay.
They're not extraterrestrials. They're dolls made from animal bones, according to someone trying to dispute that is a made up story. But I mean, it is interesting. And like you guys were saying, the implications, if it does come out that these are real, does mean that there is like some kind of hybrid or some kind of different type of, maybe not even human. You know how they say like mongoloids and like, you know, there was this like separation between like the hominin species and
like a branching of the split.
So maybe there's even more branches that we don't
Here's the other thing. There's entire civilizations in the past that were completely subterranean, completely underground.
That's the same.
So
like
like
it looks like mole rats, like
right?
they were like blind.
Maybe they were short because through generations they were meant to. Maybe they were super pale because they didn't get a lot of sun, or maybe who knows? Like
that reminds me of The Descent.
exactly, Descent's good. But that's the thing is like evolution's kind of real. People adapt. Creatures, everything kind of adapts to its surroundings, and it's like that's another reason why I think it's possible that maybe Bigfoot lives in cave systems. I think it's very possible because if you look at if you Google like disappearances and stuff like in the U.S. for whether it's hunting, hiking, whatever, and then you overlay that over basically like a map of the cave systems in America, it's staggering the amount and the exact outline of where these cave systems are and where people go missing. Which, if there's something living in the Mammoth Cave system or the Appalachian Mountains, whatever, it's what did you just say? Well,
how did you say?
For the people that don't know, apparently it's called Appalachia, the Appalachian mountain range.
That doesn't sound right to me.
Doesn't. Appalachian. It's like the Appalachian Trail. The Appalachian Trail. Hey, whatever it is, tomato, I'm sorry.
Appalachia.
I can call it L.A., I can call it Los Angeles, or I can call it Los Angeles. It's the same thing. Understand?
Whale's vagina.
Tony?
Yeah.
You look like you have something to say.
I got nothing to say.
Honestly, I do think the fact that we're still finding different species of animals and things like that.
They just found like 100 new species of fish.
What?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's some like sea mountain or something like that.
Some crazy sea mountain. They just found like over 100 new different types of fish.
I cannot wait until the Tuba Sharkaroo is actually like it comes out like that's real and you heard it here first.
It's gonna change our lives.
Just in a dream. Oh my God, they're gonna call it the Scaredycast Tuba
The
Sharkaroo.
Scaredycast shark, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Or like they'll call something like somebody's name. Like, it'll be like some guy named like Thomas Kendall. It'll be like, oh, this is Kendall's parrot. You know what I mean? Or like, oh, this is like some people do that. What if we got to name a cryptid that now is an actually scientifically studied animal? Scaredycast's whatever the animal is.
Scaredy something animal.
So stupid. It'll never happen.
Scaredy animal.
What else we got? What other news we got?
Everything's fine. Everything's fine.
The animal's not dumb.
You know what sucks?
What?
The fact that it rained and hailed today while I was working.
Yeah.
I've been at NASCAR setting up for an audio video because I do audio video production for a company. And I was setting up a show at NASCAR, and I have been all week. And I've had insane, crazy hours, and just like I did a 17-hour day before the day before, and You know what really helps
What?
to get me through that?
What?
Magic Mind.
Sure.
Way lying.
Amen.
I got late nights. I got early mornings. I've been chugging Powerades, waters, and energy drinks. And guess what?
Yeah.
Magic Mind just goes right along with that. You know, you ever... well, my dad did this. He would get those little, like, additives that you're supposed to... When you fill up your gas tank, you throw a little bottle in there. And
Oh,
it's supposed
yeah.
to clean out your engine. Magic Mind's like that little perfect little supplement that's just like, hey, you want a little edge today? There you go. Now you're going to feel better, too, because now you're focusing more and you're getting some vitamins on top of that.
Mm-hmm.
And you have energy because you also took it with your caffeine. So, just saying, Magic Mind's a little shot.
And you know what you're talking about?
Straight to the brain.
Storms happening. There's a little bit change of weather going on. A lot of people get sick during this time.
Everybody I know right now has allergies.
So definitely make sure to defense up, be able to focus, be able to have some clarity. And I messed it up last time, so I'm going to let Tony know.
Ooh, mine?
I haven't had my magic mind yet, you
I was
guys.
going to call you Skeeter.
I was going to call you Scaredycast.
You are
I am Scaredycast.
Mr. Scaredycast.
Mr. Scaredycast says, go to magicmind.com and use code SCAREDY20 and you can experience what we experience called flow state.
Try them out and get them cheaper than you normally would.
Do more, stress less.
Oh,
That's what
Yeah.
you do.
love that.
That's what you do. You guys, would anyone ever accuse you of having a snake in your pants?
Nope.
No, because most people know I don't like snakes.
All right. Well, speaking of actual snakes, a Bronx man has been fined $5,000
Yeesh.
for sneaking three, not one,
Not one.
not one,
Not one.
not two.
Not two.
Wait, how many?
Three.
Not three.
You guys, nothing is working on my body right now. But actually, three. No,
We're like,
actually
whoa.
three.
Kelsey's just shutting down over here.
I'm shut down, guys. He smuggled in 3 Burmese pythons in his pants. He bought them in Canada.
There's so many good jokes here about snakes.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I was like, I only have one way to start this story.
I'm like waiting, like, what's going to happen now? That's it.
Is that a snake in your pants? You just happy to see it?
Exactly.
Actually, it's 3.
So,
And then just lays them all out on the table.
but don't. So he has these snakes in his pants. Hops on a fucking bus. Goes across the Canadian border. Gets caught. Gets a year of probation and $5,000 in federal fines because Burmese pythons are strictly very regulated to be able to come into the United States. They're not only an invasive species right now, causing absolute havoc in Florida and killing everything down there.
Ugh.
They are like the world's largest form of python. They can get absolutely huge, and so we are very regulatory of having them come in. But this man, what? Like, go down to Florida, capture one, and bring it up to New York. New Yorkians love Florida. They go down to Florida all the time.
New Yorkian?
I was going to say, is that what you call them, New Yorkian? Like Yorkies?
Unless they're called New Yorkers.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds
New
better.
Yorkian?
I was like, I immediately went to like little dog. I was like,
I think I mixed a little bit of like Floridians.
oh, maybe.
What's up, New York?
It's always
It's like a little-
always the nights that we double record. Kelsey is just spent.
Can't do it.
Jeez.
Guys, we had the grand opening of our new shelter for There's a Humane Society. I interviewed a senator.
the power went out.
The power went out. We were on backup generators at 3 TV studios. It was wild. What times, you guys?
I took a nap and watched a movie and ate a sub.
If y'all saw my story, I told you I was at NASCAR. My feet are completely still. It's been about 6 hours, and my shoes and socks are drenched.
This man starts talking about this in the car, and he's like, I thought we were in a hurry. I'm like, at no point did I say we were in a hurry. In fact, I said, if I get your house out there yet, I'll just chill outside and play games on my phone.
And then as soon as I got home, I
I don't want to play any games.
I had one.
Not my one.
I had a second to pee, and then he was like pulling up, and I was like, shit. So I just ran right out the door and locked it, and I'm like,
Frank,
squashing.
You have known me.
We told you to take your shoes off.
Go on,
like,
yeah,
got them wet shoes off. Why you squishing?
I even offered to give you my socks on my feet.
Yeah, he did. His Vans ones, the real nice, cushy ones. This is not a plug for Vans because they're way too expensive, but Also, like, Van socks are next level.
Yeah.
They're big W's, yes.
And I'm wearing them with my Crocs, so I got like double the cush going on. Well, my feet are happy right now.
Double cush.
He's hovering. Double cush.
Double cush.
You had...
Can you give us a little peek of that?
No, I'm not that flexible.
Let me see what you got. Oh, yeah, he's rocking them.
Yeah, dude, I got the
Van socks. Damn.
with my Crocs.
Dude, I bet you clean up at Ross.
What?
Like, you probably picked a lot of chicks up.
At Ross?
Mm-hmm.
Why am I at Ross?
I don't know. I just feel like
I'm at Vans to get my socks.
the socks and Crocs would really
Vans
impress
letting
ladies.
Ross sell their shit.
I bet Tony could pick up pussy and he could get some poon at a CVS pharmacy.
I mean, you know,
That's all I'm saying, man.
But it doesn't matter what, Tony's weird.
She's
a New Yorkian.
She's a New Yorkian.
Anywhere. He was actually the guy that had 3 pythons in his pants.
Nice.
A little hydrant.
Wait, so he was hiding 2 snakes in his
King
dong?
Ghidorah. More like King Ghidonga.
Good digger.
All right. So that was a little bit of a creep of the week. Kind of weird news happening. Have you seen the video of all the tumbleweeds in South Jordan, Utah?
What? She's taking the story. Snaked it.
Oh, were you doing it? Oh, you're doing it?
It's all right.
Well, sorry,
Not
you
anymore.
guys were.
Not anymore.
I will let you finish it because I just have to say,
It's like
Wow.
a tumbleweed apocalypse.
Bro, people are literally being like blocked into their homes and streets are being closed because out of nowhere, beach ball sized tumbleweeds are flowing in droves in Utah. But like a random little part of Utah too.
I think bigger than beach balls. Like they're like the sizes. Like there's like the video of like these kids riding their bikes, and one gets hit by it, and it's like ow, and then it's like the size of this kid.
It's like Indiana Jones running away from the boulder, just tumbleweeds, and these kids are like pedaling like.
You know what's really weird? Like, we live in the desert. I don't know the last time I've actually seen a tumbleweed.
I had to travel to see one. I've never seen them in the city.
I do remember one time I was driving on the road and a big one, like, started tumbling in the middle of the road.
So cool.
And I was like, I'm going to hit it. Like, I can't swerve. So I just hit it, and it, like, exploded. Like, it was a dry one.
Shattered. But like, could you imagine to the point where you're like, holy shit! They are blocking in people's homes, creating walls surrounding everything.
You think they're alive?
Engulfing everything.
Fuck me.
Okay, right here.
I try to take this down a weird cryptid path. That
I mean, honestly, it's gonna be like The Happening, but with tumbleweeds.
We're gonna drown in them.
see?
I can't believe they're closing off literal streets and so. Like, good lord.
It's crazy. Like, okay, I hope that you paired this video, like the video that we're talking about, with what we're talking about right now, because there is a truck that has like this tractor, like
Hang on.
bulldozer.
I'm going
thing.
to pull the video of the tumbleweeds down here. There we go. Right there.
Beautiful, love it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tony. You're so easy.
Tumbleweeds.
It's that
I don't see it.
They're up here. Don't worry.
Here,
They're up here.
Okay. Oh, there they are. There they are. I see it.
Oh!
Oh, that looks really weedy.
Look at those tumbleweeds.
That's crazy. Watch out for that big one right above you, Tom.
Oh!
Have you guys ever seen Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Yes.
Do you remember that game where they put someone in front of the green screen and then the news anchors try and give them hints without telling them where they are, and they have to, that's what this is reminding me of right now.
The Richard Simmons episode of Whose Line Is It Anyway? Is the funniest
I gotta watch it.
30 minutes of television in history.
It is hysterical. It is so...
You've never seen it?
I don't know. I've seen a lot, but I don't think I've ever seen that.
I feel like you'd remember him because it's like...
He's already such a huge character.
Richard
Like
Simmons.
yeah.
And it is so... It's one of those things I watch like once a month. maybe.
Because it just makes you happy.
And like I laugh my ass off every time.
One of those for me is this guy in one of those like horrible cat head masks, and there's just like you can see he's like kind of like doing like a selfie thing, and you can see in the background there's just like 12 cats all over this like baby crib and on this chair, and all of them are just staring at him like this, and he just goes, "Time to feed my babies." And he takes these freaking like he has like a bag of food, and he turns, and as soon as he walks towards them, all 12 of them scatter, and they like knock over furniture, and they're just like, you know, running in place like Scooby-Doo before they run, and they're just scattering, and just the way he says that, it gets me every time.
He sounds creepy.
He's just like, time to feed my babies. And then he starts cracking up because you just see him fucking scattered, dude.
Why are they so afraid of him?
Because he's got that horrible cat mask on, I'm telling you.
Oh, it's the cat. I forgot you said that about the cat mask.
Just if you want to see the video, just type in time to feed my babies or cat mask, and I guarantee it'll come up. Gets me every time.
We got anything else, or is it time for some movies?
I think movies, and then I think movies a little bit earlier, and then if we want to talk about something else, we'll wrap it up with.
You know what? No.
Movie. Oh,
no.
sorry.
I'm commandeering. Look at me. I'm the captain now.
Yo, he
I'm
takes one
commandeering.
magic mind, and he just thinks that he just runs.
I am commandeering this
He's
shit.
Mr. Scaredycast.
Espresso we got at Starbucks is in his bloodstream.
We're never going again.
I think I finally hit that second wind where you like,
Oh, yeah.
you pulled all-nighter, and now everything's just funny.
Yeah.
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 I'm gone.
All right.
All right. You like this?
Yeah.
Okay, what was I looking up?
I don't know.
I know now.
Brian interrupts us.
Hold on.
About to go into
Cryptid news. Cryptid news.
He's like, oh, hold on a second.
Hudson Valley woman's frightening run-in remains cryptic.
Do that again.
Hudson Valley woman's frightening run-in remains cryptic.
Okay, now one more time, but right.
Hudson Valley woman's frightening run-in remains cryptic.
That's it. That's the take.
There it is.
Boom, got it.
A woman walking her dog in Carmel, New York. She's a New Yorkian. From Carmel, not Caramel. C-A-R-M-E-L. Claims to have encountered something bizarre and frightening one night in February. This happened 2 weeks ago. Oh my God. Some large footprints were photographed and posted on a local Bigfoot Facebook page as potential evidence. However, the Putnam County's History of Bigfoot reports there remain skeptics on whether the snow tracks truly indicate a sighting of the mythical creature or have a more mundane explanation like a coyote or bear. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. How can you mistake a coyote print? Coyotes are like small dogs, usually. How can you confuse that with any human footprint, let alone a like massive 20-inch footprint? Okay, anyways.
They said it was a coyote?
It could have been. Or a bear, which I get the bear. Actually, they say bear because did you know why? Bears, with their gait, the way they walk, their back foot they press with their, let's say their front left paw, and then their back paw will a lot of times step in the same paw, but because the claws and the pads overlap, it almost makes a heel look and creates the illusion that
I don't know about that.
What? What do you mean?
I'm just trying to visualize it, and I still don't think it would look like a foot.
Yeah, because the claws would kind of go into the middle of the other footprint.
Right. Okay, well, I'm glad you guys
are long and skinny.
Yeah.
I'm glad you guys are saying that because this is what all the skeptics say. Is like, oh no, that's just a bear and the way they walk.
They're haters, man. They're not skeptics. They're haters.
We're haters.
So apparently,
We're New Yorkian haters.
Yeah, we're haters of them, but they're haters of Bigfoot.
Gotcha.
See?
So there was 2 weeks ago. There was a woman walking her dog.
I'm cutting this part out where I'm explaining it. So, but if you're listening to the full episode, when I put this clip up on TikTok, I'm just going to include the New Yorkian comment with no context, just to watch the comments just be like, what?
It's my turn this week.
There's a New Yorkian?
Wait. You're saying her, right?
It's my turn this week.
She's on the job. No! Why?
Yes.
She started it.
Yes.
I know, but everybody's been so nice to you.
Yeah, you have not had your turn in a while.
I've earned it. I made a good video that I don't get yelled at for.
Yeah.
I don't.
Honestly, you're still in the hole from a little something that happened last week.
You said. Whatever. You said New Yorkian, and what was the other one? You called spice sand.
Yeah, I did.
So.
And I had a third one too. There was another one before that one.
Yes, there was. February 14th. So I guess it was more like 3 weeks ago. Yeah. Apparently, a woman walking her German Shepherd for his nightly walk around 10 p.m. had quite a surprise. They stepped outside and her watchdog suddenly froze and tucked his tail between his legs and started whining to get back inside. She had heard something breaking branches in the wood line and quickly went back into the house. The following morning, she decided to investigate what was happening on her property. They'd gotten 12 inches of snow. And she was shocked to see large... 12 inches. That's 12, okay. She was shocked to see large human hand-like tracks going through her backyard. She also heard several wood knocks from the tree line, which leads down the creek. Putnam County's had several Bigfoot reports over the years and has an abundance of reservoirs and plenty of wildlife for the Sasquatch to feed on. So, possibly 3 weeks ago on Valentine's Day, an actual sighting in New York, Putnam County, of all places. In New York.
That's where they make peace.
It all makes sense now.
Bigfoot's living in Putnam County. I hope that I find him.
Let's get to some movie news. Sinister.
Good one.
I finally watched Sinister. I've been too scared to watch Sinister. Sinister is one of those movies where I was like, no.
Good one.
You have been
Ain't messing with that
putting
one.
your big boy pants on lately.
It's a good one to watch alone.
And
Both of them are.
Sinister has been scientifically proven to be the scariest movie.
Ever?
That's a hot take.
Scientists did a study where they watched people's heartbeats and heart rate and monitor their heart rates during watching horror movies. And Sinister is the one that caused people's heart rates to go up the most.
Okay, but
Was
how
it all
many?
the same people?
I don't know.
I was gonna say, like, how did they track all this? Have they had people watch every horror movie ever?
I don't know about every movie ever, but
Interesting.
Probably like a good sample.
well, let me just tell you something.
Tell me.
Movie ain't scary.
Whoa!
Wow, you're getting too big for your britches.
Dude, you were so serious.
So-
You threw your magic
I
mind.
didn't say something about Sinister. Right? This starts off like, oh shit. This is set up to be some scary shit. Okay. Ethan Hawke plays a true crime author. You guys probably know. The movie's been out for like 12 years. But for those that don't know, Ethan Hawke, true crime author. He moves into a house and he's going to start his new book. We come to find out that he didn't just move into any house. He moved into the house where the crime happened.
What a little pervert.
What are the odds of that?
Hey, pretty
Little
good.
pervert.
Pervert.
What?
Anyway, so you're like, oh shit, this is going to get pretty freaky. And he finds a box in the attic of murders, videos, film,
On film.
on film. He finds the killer taking video of these murders, pretty much.
Wait.
The murder tapes.
And people knew that these happened
Yes.
at this house.
Yes.
And this box is still here.
Well,
Or
goes to find out the box is part of
the mysterious.
mystery. It appears, kind of thing. So it starts off kind of scary. It starts off, you're like, oh shit, this is kind of spooky, pretty spooky. Spooky times are happening, and I'm kind of spooky. But then things turn. If I'm in a spooky house where some true crime shit happened, and I'm hearing noises in the middle of the night, I'm turning on some lights.
Naturally.
Not Ethan Hawke.
He turns them off.
Well, the first night, power goes out in the neighborhood. So, all right, fine. But this continues to happen for like 2 or 3 nights in a row where something happens in the middle of the night, he gets out of bed to go take a look. Not once does he turn on a light in this house.
It's because he's a drow and he
This
starts.
house is so... The whole movie itself is so much darkness.
So I hate that.
You can't get scared of anything because you can't see shit. And then there's just a random jump scare, but it's like, you know the jump scare is coming, and then when it happens, it's so quick,
That's
and you don't even
settle in.
and you doesn't like register what the hell you just saw. So you're just like, you don't even get scared at the jump scare. I'm a sucker for jump scares too, and these were not affecting me one bit.
Dang.
Wow.
Say no
I
more.
was
You're
sitting-
sensitive to him, yeah.
I was more mad at Ethan Hawke in this movie than I was scared of what was going on. Because I was to the point where I was like, whatever happens to Ethan Hawke, he deserves it. Because he's just an idiot in this house. Then the spoilers. Ghost children show up.
Ghost children.
Ghost children.
This guy killed kids? It was like all kids or?
Well, it turns out that this guy is a deity called Bagul, which translates to the boogeyman.
Okay.
And he eats the souls of children.
He kind of looks like the crow made out of wax and then melted.
Yeah, pretty much. I figured out what's going on halfway through this movie. And I'm not the true crime author in this movie. He doesn't find out to the very end when it's too late.
Well, he'd have the lights on.
But it basically what happens is like there's like these murders that have been happening across the country. And in each murder case, it's a family that's killed and one kid goes missing from each family. So you're like, oh, so the kid's doing the murders. And Bagul is making the kids do these murders. That's basically it.
But doesn't he hide in the film?
Yeah, he's like hiding in the in the bushes, or he's like in.
So that's what's crazy. You always see Bagul in like the pictures, and I'm pretty sure.
Eyes?
Well, see, this is what makes the movie scary. Is the fact that you'll like watch the film or you'll see a picture and you'll see his face, but then he can move off the picture too. Like
he's like alive in the picture.
It's creepy, and you always see that sinister face in like the background where these murders are happening, or off to the side in like a corner you see like a still shot frame where this someone's dying, and then it's like you see his sinister face and it's like, ooh.
Is it the Babadook that's like that too? Or there's like obviously there's a lot of things like where you see like entities in photographs and stuff like that.
Yeah. Then there was the one
creepy if like you would have like maybe
If
like,
if I saw this back in 2012 when it first came out, and I had no lights on in my living room and I was home alone, I'd probably be scared.
Okay.
But like at this point in my life, my ghost kids ain't shit at these movies anymore. I've seen so many ghost kids in movies.
I've never been scared of that because they're just kids. They don't even like the but even the ones that, like normal kids are creepier than like The Ring or something. Like the girl that crawls out of the well. Like it was scary forever ago, but it's been so overdone. Like a real kid, like if my niece or nephew was like telling me about their imaginary friend that was saying like that's creepy. Yeah. But it's like you're just some little kid.
And this was made by the same writer and director as The Black Phone.
I still haven't seen that.
The Black Phone's.
Oh, amazing.
The Black Phone's amazing.
With Ethan Hawke.
So yeah, hands down. Wow. But it is like Ethan Hawke's in it, and there's ghost children stuff. But it's much better.
Is it connected?
No, it's not connected. But it's
worth watching.
Oh God, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I'll give it.
So yeah, Sinister, scariest movie of all time. Give me a break.
Right.
Horror in the High Desert was scarier.
Agreed. Are you going to see the second one? You're going to watch the second?
Sinister 2?
Sinister 2?
No.
Okay.
I'm out.
Okay, not to interrupt movie news, but my friend has real life like ghost stuff happening.
Right now?
Yes.
Breaking news?
Well, like...
Do we need to go?
Like, it was like a couple days ago. She texted us. I was like, Carrie, why haven't you told me this? Why haven't you told me this? She lives in Texas, like by the border of Texas, because she is married to...
That's a bad place to be right now.
Military man.
That Texas Ranger?
No.
Is that Walker? Where the Ranger's gonna be.
Okay. So just casually, we're talking about other stuff. She's like, also, I'm pretty sure our house is haunted. For the past week, Adeline, her like 3-year-old daughter, keeps looking at her closet and saying hi and night night to it.
Nope.
There you
time
go.
to go.
That is
Time
always
to move.
She walked up to the curtains and pointed at it and was like, eyes?
Time to leave. Time
You
to
know
go.
this person?
Yes.
That is one thing in Sinister I was so mad about. Ethan Hawke is up in the attic. He falls through the attic hole. Like, not a hole. Like, he just falls through the ceiling, okay?
He still wants to live there?
He is on his computer, and somehow footage of him falling through the hole shows up on his computer. He starts playing it, and he sees little hands pulling him down. And it's like, yo, at that point, you are leaving. No, he doesn't leave. Later on in the movie, he finally is like, tells his wife, he's like, we're leaving. She's like,
we gotta get out.
Go tomorrow. He's like, no, right now, go get the kids. We're leaving. Forget our stuff. We're leaving. It's like, yeah, okay, finally, yes. You need to message your friend right now. It's time to go.
I told her to leave.
Okay, good.
I told her to get some sage. I told her to leave. And she's like, well, we'll be out here soon. Okay, but that's not where it stops.
Oh.
She also said when we're downstairs, we will hear footsteps upstairs. And it's scaring the shit out of us. Let's see what else. And we're like, have you seen anything? And we asked her if she has any cameras. She's like, I do have cameras. And last night I swore I saw a white fog move across the screen. But then I was like, oh, I'm just freaking myself out. And it's just like, it's a baby monitor. So it's like in the same room that like her children are sleeping in. She said that it's not a new house, but apparently the people who rented it before them did like weird camera sex stuff here. So maybe they killed someone there.
Camera sex?
Yeah. That's what she said. I don't know. She describes things weird. She's like, the girl who lived here would never leave. And the guy who would come over had her sex video handle on his car. And they had one room that was painted all black. And there's a bunch of screw holes in the ceiling. And there's a cover thing that, put on the shower tiles that holds your phone there. So I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but I don't know. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but I mean,
If your little daughter's talking to an invisible thing, you need to leave.
I think that paired with footsteps upstairs when no one's up there, get the fuck out of here. Carrie, I love you, girl. You're probably not listening to this.
Carrie, you're in danger, girl.
You gotta get out of there, girl. Honey, you need to leave. Sashay away.
Speaking
of new houses, I just moved. I'm actually still in the process of moving. But I don't have any reason to other than why not. But I totally want to go hunt in my new house and see if the house that I have just chosen and signed a lease for a year, is it haunted? Was it a mistake? I think we should go.
No, you should do it when you're done with the lease. You should have done that with your old house.
Because don't phase me. I can still do that. We can still go to my old house.
Just have to bust out the
I'll
ghost.
do both, because you know what? I ain't scared.
I am.
I ain't scared.
Lenny and I are.
Yeah.
Well, you're not living there, so I have to deal with it, not you.
I watched another movie. I watched this one today before I rolled up over here.
What?
It's a little movie called Lisa Frankenstein.
Oh, you've been waiting for this one.
I've been waiting for it. Lisa Frankenstein, directed by Zelda Williams, the Robin Williams' daughter.
Oh.
Lisa Frankenstein is like 80s horror comedy. But that weird 80s comedy, like
Frankenhooker.
One Crazy Summer, Better Off Dead, you know, with a little John Hughes kind of mixed into it, with a little horror mixed in. Basically, Lisa, she's kind of the weird girl in school. She likes hanging out in the cemetery. She has her favorite grave that she hangs out at. It's like a statue of a man's face that she talks to and stuff.
How old is she?
She's like 18.
Okay.
Yeah. She like goes there one night. She's says she's just really, you know, down on things, and she's like, I wish I was with you, meaning she wishes she was down there in the grave with him. But thunder and lightning's going on, magic happens in the air, and it gets construed a little bit where she wishes she was with him, as in he comes out of the grave to be with her.
No, gross and mingly?
No, well, like he at first appears all kind of gross, but then he takes a shower.
And then
It's
he's
cleaned
like
up
a
a little
normal
bit.
guy?
No, he's still kind of messed up. But she like,
Is he hot?
he gets there.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right, Lisa.
You interested?
She has a busted tanning bed.
She puts him in the tanning bed?
She puts him in that, and it fixes him, makes him look better every once in a while.
Fry up like
He's missing his hand when he first comes back, and they kill somebody, and they take the hand off, and they sew his hand on. She puts him in the tanning bed. All of a sudden, he's got a working hand again. Like it's like that.
Okay.
It's like that weird 80s comedy, which I love, with John Hughes, which I love, but it has like a little Edward Scissorhands to it,
Okay.
and Encino Man
Whoa.
to it.
I did not see that coming.
Yeah. I really loved it. Which is funny, because Lisa Frankenstein reminded me of Encino Man, starring Pauly Shore, who was in Son-in-Law with Carla Gugino,
Oh, I love her.
who is in Lisa Frankenstein.
Whoa.
Carla Gugino is like always been a smoke show.
Who Lisa Frankenstein, the guy who plays the creature, is Cole Sprouse,
Oh, I love him.
who played Julian in Big Daddy, where his nickname was Frankenstein. That's cool.
Full circle.
Look at that.
Also, Sweet Life of Zach and Cody.
Yeah. But yeah, it just came out, so I won't spoil too much. But if you are like a fan of like 80s comedy and John Hughes things and quirkiness and stuff, it's pretty great.
What
Like the
city you
Breakfast
watched it on?
I had to rent this.
You rented
I'm
it.
telling you, it's a bod.
It's a bod. Is it going to ruin it if I ask, like, does he love her? Like that?
Oh yeah, he does.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's like an immediate thing in the movie. We're like,
That there's like, he's like, oh, I like was wanted you to.
he can't talk yet. So he's just grunting pretty much the entire movie. But she's basically like, no, like, I don't know you. And he starts crying, but he's like a corpse. So like whenever he cries in the movie, it's like this green stuff, and it's apparently just stinks really bad. So she starts freaking out and like putting a pillow on his face and stuff. So
Kills him again.
it's really funny.
It reminds me of like Billy from the freaking Hocus Pocus.
Yeah.
Where his mouth's all sewed. Yeah.
But yeah, it's a really good movie. I loved it.
So you can't like say how it ends, like if they stay together, if he like goes.
I won't say that.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds really cute. It
And
sounds
it's-
cute.
Before we wrap up this show, before we get to your last movie, I want to send you guys and you guys home with some homework.
Oh, I hate homework.
You're going to love this.
Ah.
I need everybody
School sucks.
fire up Shudder.
Yeah, I got that.
I need you to watch a movie called Summer of 84.
Summer of '84.
Okay.
When
When we come back here, I want a full report.
Full on your desk by Monday. All right, I'm about to report on you. All over you.
All right.
Just all over you.
Do it.
Just all over.
Do it to me.
Let me see. Look up. Let me see those eyes. Okay. There's a movie out there. It's called Raven's Hollow.
What?
It's called Raven's Hollow. Yeah, right? Believe it or not, it follows a West Point cadet named Edgar Allan Poe.
Okay.
Hold on. No. What was that for? What was that all about?
I wouldn't use him.
I wouldn't.
And then
Nah.
he's got a dog named Raven.
He doesn't have a dog. What is happening right now?
Brian doesn't know who Edgar Allan Poe
The
is.
street he lives on is Nevermore. Nevermore Lane.
Nevermore.
I never do this to your guys' movies.
Yeah.
Right? I never shit on them like that.
You can.
At least let me finish it.
I mean, most of the movies I watch, I hate.
It was Edgar Allan Poe. He was like a cadet. He had like him and his 4 cadets, and then they went to this town, and it was like, what the hell? There was this guy like all flayed open, just like on this huge altar, and they were like, what the fuck is this? And then the guy just goes, Raven, and then dies. And so he's like, what? The next door town is called Raven's Hollow, and he's like, well, that's a little sussy. So he's like, let's just go see if maybe they knew who this guy was. Him and his cadets roll into town. They're like, hey, Raven's Hollow people, you're at a funeral right now. Do you know there's a dead guy like right up the road? And he said Raven when he died. Kind of weird. So Edgar Allan Poe is basically taking him and his West Point cadet boys, and he's got his little troop, and they're like solving a mystery.
They're like the Harvey boys.
The Harvey
Brothers. Harvey
Hardy Boys.
Guys, done talking. Take it away.
Harvey Boys.
Yeah.
Boy.
Yeah, it's like what was that? It's like the same publishers as the Hardy Boys.
Scholastic.
Yeah, but like the one
Penguin.
there was a girl. She was like a detective.
Nancy
Was it-
Drew.
Oh, I thought it was Drew Carey. Jeez. Anyways, like Nancy Drew. Yeah, she did the same thing. There was like the same kind of books like that. How did you get Harvey?
I don't know. God. Keep talking. Why are you talking about Edgar Allan Poe with ravens? They knew that shit was going to happen.
Okay, so anyways,
Children. Just so everybody who's listening knows, we're on like hour 4 recording Scaredycast stuff. Hour 4.
anyways, so he goes to the town and is like, do you guys know this dead person? They're like, nope, never seen him. And they're like, well, okay, kind of weird. Mm-hmm. So then they stay. They don't really want him to stay, but then they stay. And then some secrets start coming out. And some of the cadets start disappearing.
Uh-oh.
What's going on here?
Would you say they're never more?
Stop. God, it's not that bad. All right, and then, so as this is happening, all of the cadets start, like, going missing. Things are happening weird with the town. And Edgar starts, like, freaking out. Like, what's happening? How come I can't get answers? Where are my people going? Where's my guys going? And then some of the guys kind of start turning on him.
Okay.
It gets pretty crazy, and by the end of it, he goes basically insane.
So it's actually like a serious movie.
Yes.
Okay.
And he actually, like, it's a really cool take on the origin story of how he became so dark. He and an alcoholic, and like because something happens in Raven's Hollow that's so unexplainable and it just shouldn't exist. It shouldn't happen in the real world, that he just like obsesses over it and he can't figure out what it is. And he's realizing the trauma of like his guys missing, and like he goes through a lot of shit. And it's really cool how they show him. I mean, kind of a spoiler, I guess, or whatever it is. At the end, they show him. He looks just like Edgar Allan Poe. He's got the facial hair. Because as a cadet, he's just like a young guy, clean shaven, looks super young. But then as he's older, you can see him like pour himself a drink because he was notoriously alcoholic. But he's like going insane trying to figure out what this mystery is and what happens. I thought it was actually really well made. I think the setting of it was really gloomy, and the way it was shot was really dark.
Is it a period piece of like it would have been like around when he was
kind of yeah. Okay. And it's cool the way it's like the origin story of how Edgar Allan Poe got so dark and messed up.
I mean, seeing a flayed man will do that to you.
I thought this was going to be like an Avengers style universe thing where like, oh, Edgar Allan Poe, he's in this town, this is happening.
Mark Twain comes in.
Yeah, Mark Twain shows up.
Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mary Shelley.
No. It's just it was pretty good. I would say 7 out of 10. Kind of like I said, like an origin.
Where'd you watch it? Okay.
Prime.
Prime.
I'm gonna say Prime.
What's it called?
Raven's Hollow.
Raven's Hollow on
I'm gonna
Prime.
say Prime.
7 out of 10.
If it wasn't Prime, it was on Shudder. It's like the
Look it up. Google it.
Yeah.
Find it. Raven's Hollow.
Go to justwatch.com.
Don't be lazy. Just look it up.
Right, is that the website?
What is it?
Justwatch.com?
Google that too.
I've never heard of it.
Just Watch. Yes, go to justwatch.com.
And you can just watch it?
No, if you go to justwatch.com, when you type in the movie, it tells you where you can watch it.
That's awesome.
That's fantastic. I didn't know that.
Learning something new.
There you go. Raven's Hollow. 7 out of 10. I
You're
liked
welcome.
it.
Just Watch.
All right, y'all. Get us out of here.
Get me out of here. Goodbye.
Wow. Okay.
Thank you so much for tuning in. And remember, you can win this absolutely beautiful, custom, carved with light box by becoming a Patreon. Becoming a patron.
Just become a Patreon.
Become a New Yorkian.
Oh, God.
Oh, not again.
At patreon.com/Scaredycast. Bye, guys.